Today on Monkey Life, the world's oldest woolly monkey is having a down day.
I think we might need to give that a try another time.
Even in the rain, the chimps are having an up day. And at the orangutan enclosure, it's a very special day.
Hsiao-Quai seem to be carrying something extra.
This is Monkey World in Dorset. Tucked away deep in the English countryside, it's the largest sanctuary for monkeys and apes on the planet. And this is Dr. Alison Cronin, the primate's best friend. Alison and her team spend their lives rescuing...
She is quite mobile.
...and rehabilitating primates from all over the world.
Hello, sweetheart.
They currently look after more than 240 monkeys and apes from 16 different species. The unusually wet, cool summer has proved a bit of a challenge for some of the primates at the park. Their natural habitats in equatorial Africa, Asia, and South America are generally somewhat warmer. At the rescue centre, all the monkeys and apes have indoor and outdoor enclosures, so it's up to them if they want to escape the rain or just take shelter in their own particular way. While some of the primates are happy to brave the showers, over at the Woolly Monkey House, elderly woolly Suzie is showing signs of feeling distinctly under the weather.
Suze, come on.
She's one of only 2 wild-caught Colombian woolies in the world known to be in captivity, and at 36, believed to be the oldest woolly ever. Recently, the primate care team have been growing concerned about her health. Today, Keeper Holly is hoping to inject a little extra protein into her diet.
This is the grub, or sort of infant stage, of a Pachnoda beetle. These grubs are incredibly high in fat and protein, and they're quite a nice little compact snack. So we've been trying to breed them up to use them as sort of supplemental feeds for animals that might be a little bit underweight or not feeling too well, as a way of just making sure that they're getting enough fat and protein in their diet. Susie's one of our very, very elderly woolly monkeys. She's in human years, sort of more than 100 years old, and she can do with all the help she can get, really. So we're hoping that she might enjoy these. She's never tried them before, so it's a bit of a gamble, but we're going to try her, see if she likes them, and if she doesn't, I'm sure we'll have some other primates that will enjoy them. Check it out. OK, Suze. Come on then, Suzie. Come have some snacks. Suze. OK, honey. It's all a bit much for poor Suzie. Suze, come on.
Susie's definitely having an off day. She's had quite a few recently, and they seem to be following a pattern. Over at the hospital, vet Mike Nathan thinks this may be something to do with her hormones.
Over the last year, she's been having these episodes where she is in acute pain. I wonder if this is tied into her reproductive cycle.
Unlike humans, there are no known cases of monkeys and apes experiencing the menopause. Suzie could be suffering when she's in season.
Now, what I thought was that this is a bit like endometriosis in humans. It's a condition where cells from the lining of the uterus can migrate out of the uterus. Sometimes, when it's relatively mild, you can just treat it with pain relief.
But in Susie's case, Mike thinks shutting down her hormones with a contraceptive implant would be better. This would prevent her coming into season and hopefully stop the pain.
Suze, come on.
As for today, it seems nothing can lift Susie's spirits.
What about if we put it up high? can even come closer to you if you want.
And until the minor procedure can be carried out, all Holly can do is try and encourage her to stay fit and well.
That's what you think of that, is it? Oh well, I think we might need to give that a try another time.
It doesn't matter how old or in what condition the rescued primates are when they arrive at the park. Alison and the team do their best for them. They are extremely pleased with the recent rehabilitation of the 88 capuchins who were rescued from a Chilean laboratory.
Hey, you! How do you do it? How do you do it? Oh, I don't want that onion. I don't want that onion. That's smelly.
It was the females who suffered most because they were the subject of birth control experiments. And now one of them is giving cause for concern. Hetti appears vastly overweight and has a very flabby stomach. This might be as a result of the 7 pregnancies and 3 caesarean sections she underwent during her life in the Chilean lab. At the hospital, vets Mike and Femke are about to give Hetti a thorough check. Jeremy attempts to lift her out of the box, but she's a little reluctant.
Is she going?
In the past, Hetty's had a hernia, which may have reoccurred.
There's no hernia,
No?
is there? There's no hernia there.
It's just massively fat. Probably very weak muscles.
Yeah, I think that's all. Right, okay, she's just a fatty. Well, that's what it feels like.
Yeah, you don't feel any hole at all.
I don't
do you?
feel any hole whatsoever. I mean, she's just got very thin abdominal musculature, and if you're going to do, you know, what you're going to do, a tuck like that, there's no need, I don't think. It'd be interesting to see what her bloods are like.
Yeah. Well, this is all
This
fat.
is fat. Look, that's fat there. It's fat all around. I think basically we've got an animal here who has a big fat belly with very, very thin muscle. I mean, she's, you know, that's her problem. I can't feel a hernia. That means a hole through the muscle. The confusing thing with her compared to all the other girls is she's got breast development.
With the hernia ruled out, Hetty's breast enlargement could mean a hormone imbalance, so more tests are needed.
So we'll just run some basic bloods to start with, and then we'll go on from there. But we're not going to open her up.
They'll need to wait for the results before considering surgery, but in the meantime, the primate care staff will carefully monitor Hetty's feeding habits.
Hello, mister. Good boy. Where's Trudels?
Alison and the team are always anxious when any of the park's primates are unwell. But they've been concerned for months about chimp Trudy and her unexplained health problems. They've tried everything to discover what's wrong, including blood tests, muscle biopsies, X-rays, and even an MRI.
Massive lesion there.
Oh my God.
For Alison, the results of the scan were hopeful.
Basically, we've ruled out tumors, which is a great relief because there would have been probably nothing we could do about that. It's not a pocket of infection. It is indeed trauma. She's basically got 2 slipped discs. Now, that can be, as many people will understand, a potentially serious issue because a slipped disc can be incredibly painful, and for human beings, it generally is. But, you know, she still is moving gently. That's her own body's way of saying, you've got a bit of an injury in your back, take it easy. So it would seem like Trudy's probably taken a fall, damaged her discs at cervical 2 and 3, and she's got 2 slipped discs, slightly slipped discs at this point. We now have to hope that they don't slip any further and that there isn't any other trauma in that area or anywhere else on her spine that we're not aware of.
But since the scan, things have not progressed as the team hoped, and more investigation is needed.
She has lost a lot of weight and condition, and despite all our attempts really to build that condition back up, we're not doing too well. We've been giving her lots of extra food items, but really she's not gaining the weight and the condition, so obviously we're concerned that there is a different problem going on there. Our main priorities are to weigh her and also to take some blood so that we can do some different tests and try and get to the bottom of her loss of condition.
Trudy's been given a light anaesthetic, so vet Mike Nathan can take more blood samples, and the team can take a closer look at the young chimp and examine her limbs thoroughly.
The difference is, I mean, her skin looks okay, her coat looks okay. I mean, she's been over-groomed, but that's what chimps do. To me, the difference is this wasting of her muscles, and as usual, it's the diagnosis that's the problem rather than the treating. I mean, once you know what the problem is, you can either fix it or you can't fix it, but if you don't know what it is, you can't do anything.
The last time Trudy was weighed, she was 29 kilos.
Yes, it could be something like 27 kilos.
Put it back on here and give her
We just weighed her and she's lost another 2 kilos, and 2 kilos on a little animal like this is significant. So there is, clearly we have some underlying thing happening, and that's what we need to identify, and really it really is that simple.
Cara takes the opportunity to oil Trudy's dry skin to help improve her general condition.
If Mike comes back with the bloods being all clear and Trudy is actually fit and healthy, then we'll look at trying to bodybuild her. So we've actually had a really kind donation of some health food products. That is, one of them's pure protein, really nice tasty drink that she can get down and try and build some muscle, because we don't want to just feed her junk. So between sort of protein and carbohydrate supplement drinks and pure protein things, then we'd be hitting her, and that'll be the next thing, is building Trudy's muscles up.
They've tried almost everything, but it looks like it could still be a long haul to get Trudy fit and well. The primate care team are all anxious about Trudy's health, and the weather seems to be matching their mood. The rain is back. But it seems nothing can dampen the spirits of the park's fun-loving chimps. Over at the Bachelors, the rain has made the tunnel slippery on the outside, turning it into a great slide. Buxom's practicing his technique, much to the bewilderment of Freddie. The arrival of the food scatter gets Turkish Charlie bouncing for joy. But Paco prefers his lunch without raindrops falling on his head. Across the way in Paddy's group, no one can rain on Lola's parade. Or Buster's. Chatter's got her own way of doing things. Just like humans, chimps' hair contains natural oils which repel water from the skin. But a chimp's skin is much tougher and thicker than ours. So Eddie doesn't mind a soaking. She's happy to hoover up the raindrops even in a downpour. Two-year-old Bart, however, isn't a fan and heads for shelter. Mum Suzie provides the answer. The results of the blood tests are back for one of the park's female capuchins. The team hope it will shed some light on Hefty Hetty's problems.
We got the blood work back, and everything's within normal ranges. So she doesn't have a hernia. She doesn't have hormonal changes based upon some blood chemistry issue that's causing her to gain weight. She doesn't have a thyroid condition. All of these things we've checked now. So Hetty's got a problem, and that's simply that she's greedy.
This isn't the first time the team have had to deal with an overweight capuchin. Tom arrived from the British pet trade in 2001 with a bit of a belly. His previous owners didn't have him on the correct diet. His problem was definitely overeating, and it looks like Hetty's no different.
So it's a really timely and good reminder that the primate care staff need to be assessing constantly not just the physical state of the monkeys from the lab, but also their mental state. And it would appear that actually, indeed, that's Hetty's issue right now. She's quite a dominant individual in the group, so she's getting her choice and pick of the food, and I imagine what's happening is she's going around clearing up every single banana as breakfast, lunch, and dinner get put out. And she looks the way she does simply because she's overeating.
The primate care team will have to help Hetty watch her weight.
Hetty is going to learn to love her lettuce, as Jim always said, and she'll get separated off during some of the meal times so that she doesn't have access to the really good foods. And, you know, we'll definitely keep her busy and active eating things that are basically low calorie. Get rid of a lot of that carbohydrate and see if we can slim her down a bit.
It's a new day at the park. Unlike most mornings, the care team are cleaning out enclosures and feeding and checking on their primate charges. They're also making final checks on the new orangutan nursery, which is due to open any day now. But while Arme and the youngsters are waiting for their new home, on the other side of the enclosure, something's arrived early. It's put Jeremy in a spin and pedalling across the park towards the orangutan pavilion. Alison's been summoned too, and she's the one to announce the news.
Hey, you might want to head back up this way to Gordon's enclosure. Gordon is now a dab.
Pregnant orangutan Hsiao-Quai has surprised the whole team by giving birth a lot earlier than anyone expected.
I just by chance happened to be looking out of the orang nursery window and noticed Hsiao-Quai seemed to be carrying something extra. As it turned out, she's given birth about, a month earlier than we estimated. Now, normally, I say normally, but normally they tend to give birth overnight, and we usually come in and find the baby in the morning. Now, if we'd known she was going to give birth today, we would possibly discuss the options of separating her overnight so that she doesn't get bothered by the other ones during the birth or after the birth. And we'd give her a nice big bed and we'd have lots of drinks and food ready for her. So, slightly inconvenient, but on the whole, very good news.
Hsiao-Quai has chosen to give birth in a hammock in the middle of the outdoor orangutan enclosure, about as far away from general view and the keepers as possible. Jeremy and vet nurse Penny are anxious to see if both mum and baby are okay.
Hand's really gripping well and in the right place, and yeah.
Jeremy's delighted to see all is well.
You can see the baby's head, which suggested it was a decent size, but then when arms start waving about, and then you can actually see the hand gripping on, that's all good indication that everything's going according to plan.
The new baby is Hsiao-Quai's second, and firstborn Kai is anxious to get a look at his new baby brother or sister. But no one's quite sure what he'll make of the sudden arrival, although Jeremy's convinced they'll bond.
Don't mess with my sibling. Right. Back off, woman.
Kai seems very protective of his new sibling, shooing away the other member of the group, Xiao Lan. It seems the new baby is a hit with Kai. But the big test is how Dad Gordon will react.
Gordon, you're a good boy. He's a clever lad.
In the wild, orangutan fathers normally aren't involved in bringing up babies, and in captivity, they have been known to harm their infants.
Very often, in my experience, people don't give them a chance. No, all male orangs kill their babies, so don't let them have them in there. Now, male orangs can be all right around newborn babies. We wanted to educate Gordon and Kai on, having a baby in the group so that hopefully in the future, the boys are okay around babies rather than baby killers.
But it looks as if Gordon's going to be a great first-time dad. After displaying gentle curiosity about the baby, still attached to the umbilical cord, he leaves Mum in peace to sort it out. Next time on Monkey Life. Anxious moments as Hsiao-Quai refuses to take the baby indoors.
And we'd rather like it to be inside at this point, but you still don't even know if it's alive.
And the orangutan nursery opens at last. Today on Monkey Life. Anxious moments as orangutan mum Hsiao-Quai refuses to take her newborn baby indoors.
We'd rather like it to be inside at this point. You still don't even know if it's alive.
Or if it's a boy or a girl.
We were hoping for a female, but we'll settle for a male.
And the new orangutan nursery opens at last. This is Monkey World in Dorset. Tucked away deep in the English countryside, it's the largest sanctuary for monkeys and apes on the planet. And this is Dr. Alison Cronin, the primate's best friend. Alison and her team spend their lives rescuing...
Round one, Monkey World.
and rehabilitating primates from all over the world.
What's this?
They currently look after more than 240 monkeys and apes from 16 different species. The park are quietly celebrating the arrival of a new baby orangutan.
Hands really gripping well and in the right place and, yeah.
Mum Hsiao-Quai has just given birth in the outdoor enclosure.
Of course, she's chosen the furthest point that you can access her in the middle of the enclosure, which is fair enough. So far, so good. I mean, there's a long way to go yet.
In the wild, orangutan mothers would have a solitary birth, but Hsiao-Quai was surrounded by her group, including partner Gordon and her 4-year-old son, Kai. The team are delighted to see they all appear to have accepted the new baby.
Gordon, you're a good boy. He's a clever lad.
It's good news that Dad Gordon seems unfazed. Male orangs have been known to harm infants, and Gordon, who was born at the park, was rejected by his own mother.
Nice big belch, that's what we want.
And was hand-reared by Mike.
Oh, good boy.
So what a clever lad. You can see he's a big lad now. He's all grown up, and with these huge, huge, strong hands, you know, he could harm a baby very easily, but he's been really lovely and gentle and hasn't pulled at anything too much because the cord's still hanging from the baby. That always worries me that it's going to get caught somewhere untoward. But everybody's really good. You're excellent, and Kai's been excellent. Aren't you?
You're a good man.
Although everyone is delighted the family has expanded, it's beginning to cloud over, and the team are anxious to persuade them indoors and out of the cold.
Like I said, if eventually you can get everybody in and warm, that's the main thing.
The rest of the group do the sensible thing and head inside, but Mum Hsiao-Quai stays put. Young Kai heads out to see what's keeping her and makes a half-hearted attempt at delivering a blanket. Hsiao-Quai heads over and wraps herself and the baby up. She's no intention of going anywhere. Later, can the new mum be persuaded to take baby indoors before the rain comes? The new arrival is the youngest primate at the park, but woolly monkey Suzie is at the other end of the scale. At 36, she's the oldest woolly monkey ever, and recently she's been feeling a bit under the weather.
It's all a bit much for poor Suzie.
A small procedure to stop her reproductive cycle means she's back to her old self, but she still needs building up. So the care team are trying something new, protein-rich and appetising, at least for Suzie.
So we're just about to give the woolies some locusts. We've got about 20 altogether. They do normally get the small ones, so these giant ones are quite a big treat. So we just go into the playroom, scatter them around. We've got lots of sawdust on the floor as well, so yeah, we'll space them out so everyone's got a fair shot at getting one each. And then again, it's pretty much survival of the fittest when they get in there. Whoever gets them, gets them. Suzie will probably speed up. She's usually quite slow, but I'm sure she'll speed up once she gets in there and sees them, so we'll see.
Having the family around always makes Suzie more enthusiastic, but it's the youngest woolly, Diego, who gets stuck in first.
Are you scared, Diego?
Although he's not sure if he should chase it, play with it, or eat it.
It's like the size of his head.
Half-brother Julio's got the general idea, but not the technique.
Look, you guys playing with them. Go on, Sis, show them what you do.
So it's veteran Suzie who proves that with age comes experience, and this is how you do it.
Oh, no shame. Head first. Diego watching Suzie.
She's very happy to give lessons to little Diego, but she's not prepared to share. Diego gives it another go, but doesn't have Suzie's grasp of the problem.
It's been fantastic enrichment, especially for old Suzie.
Yep. She'll be asleep the rest of the afternoon now.
The team are growing anxious about new mum Hsiao-Quai and her baby. The female orangutan has given birth earlier than expected in the middle of the outdoor enclosure. Attempts by her young son Kai to persuade her indoors failed. And despite the worsening weather, and with the baby still attached, she's wrapped herself up in a blanket and is refusing to budge. The primate care staff are desperate to get a good look at the newborn and check it's healthy. But they're having to play a waiting game. Kai has another try at getting his mum and sibling to move. And for a moment, It looks like he's going to be successful.
See the baby's head, which suggested it was a decent size, but you still don't even know if it's alive. We'd rather like it to be inside at this point, and we can have a better look and everything else.
Yeah, while she was sitting under the blanket, Kai kept running over and just having a look, because obviously he's never seen a baby before, so he was really interested, he was quite excited, and I think he was just very confused. He's not the smartest boy we've got.
It's now not just raining, but getting decidedly cold. And nothing Colin and Penny have to offer is tempting Hsiao-Quai in. She's been a great mum first time round with Kai, but that's no guarantee she'll do the same again. As the rain gets heavier, Hsiao-Quai swaps blankets, still concealing the infant. And as the staff move away to give her some space, she scoops it up and heads for the indoor bedrooms. Orangutan mum Hsiao-Quai has finally brought her newborn baby indoors, much to Jeremy's relief.
Now she's all snug inside. She's just eating a jar of peanut butter. A bit of protein, do her good. And everybody's happy.
But there's still one outstanding question.
Of course, everybody wants to know the gender of the baby, and it's a girl with a winkle, so it's a little boy.
And now they can get a good look at him. The team are delighted to see he's perfect. The yet-to-be-named youngster will play an important part in the conservation of this endangered species and the breeding programme that helps support them. Colin takes the opportunity to check out the little one and his mum.
Just going to give these guys a drink. Obviously, because Hsiao-Quai's breastfeeding, we want to keep her fluids up. The deal is, of course, we'll have to give everyone else a drink as well, or there'll be trouble.
Dad Gordon's first to be served. Young Kai's happy to just play.
So we've got Hsiao-Quai here, having a nice drink. This is just fruit juice. As I say, we want to make sure she's completely hydrated. But she's taking everything brilliant. She's eating very, very well. Well, like a horse, in fact. But we like that. So for the next few days, she'll be on, unlimited food and treats and stuff to keep her happy, keep her, we don't want her going at all hungry. And also, the rest of them benefit from this as well, so they'll be having a good time.
The fact that it's a boy has a knock-on effect for the park, but Jeremy's not too worried.
I don't care personally, but I know a boy means I want yet another orang enclosure, thank you very much, because you cannot keep big male orangs in very close proximity. It isn't nice for them. I'm sure there might be the odd exception at some point, but in general, once they become mature, male orangs don't want to be near other male orangs, so it just means somebody's going to have to make some more money and get me another orang enclosure, that's all right. It's not a problem.
Jeremy may eventually need another outdoor orangutan enclosure, but the park's already built a new nursery for its orphan baby orangs, who are looked after by foster mum May. It's been delayed by problems, including a disastrous attempt to fit the huge, heavy public viewing windows. But today, May and her brood, Jolie, Linga, Dinda and Xiaoning, can move into their specially designed new home. It's been built specifically for orangutans, with high ceilings to encourage them to climb, lots of space for the youngsters to play, and everything fastened down securely so clever May and her gang can't destroy it. It's connected to the outdoor enclosure by a series of tunnels, leading directly into the playroom and the rear bedroom area. The team have come up with a plan to entice the orangutans into their new home.
We want to fill the house with lots of nice, tempting things. So we're making them some extra treat items of bottles filled up with raisins, yoghurt, jam, some quite fancy cereal bars that we've had donated. We're hoping that they'll all be really excited about all the activity over here, and they've been watching the building being built, so they're curious. But you can never predict these things. So this is the new orang nursery playroom, and we're just prepping it so that the guys can move in. So we're just spreading wood wool around that they can make their nests with at night, giving them blankets and things to play with. Then we're going to put in the enrichment that we made and make it sort of super fun and super tempting, and hopefully they'll be happy to move in.
But first, Arme and the babies need to move from the old nursery to the new one via the outdoor enclosure. Kate releases them from their old home, while Holly encourages them into the outdoor enclosure.
Oh, yum. There's a good girl.
The old indoor facility is closed off.
Yes!
And Jeremy opens the tunnels to their new upmarket des res.
Good girl, Army.
Arme wastes absolutely no time at all and sets off to explore.
Good girl, Jolie.
Jolie doesn't like to be separated from her foster mum and soon follows.
Good girl,
When
Army.
they all come in here, shut them in, then they can have the day in the house.
Okay.
To know the new house. What's going on there, Arme?
It's all gone really, really well so far. We thought there might be a bit of hesitation or fear or something with them going into a new house, but as soon as we opened the slide, Arme rocketed right through it, went straight in the playroom and started eating everything we put in there for her. It's hard to say what they're basing their motivation for going in the house on. Jolie is almost constantly attached to Arme, so she was the second in the house once she saw Arme go inside. Linga's starting to grow up and becoming a bit more confident, and she's been the third one to go in. But Ginger and Xiaoning are kind of big babies, really, and they're hanging about in the tunnels at the moment, trying to get Linga to come back and spend some time with them. And somehow they've managed to get their hands on some of the enrichment that we put inside, so there's slightly less motivation for them to go in now. But hopefully, in the next few minutes, they'll decide to go in, sit in the warm, and play with all the things we've put in for them.
Later, the orang babies road test the new playroom. There's good news across the park too, for one of the chimps. Youngster Trudy has been in the wars lately. An MRI scan revealed she had 2 slipped discs. And another recent examination showed she had lost weight and general condition.
27 kilos.
We just weighed her and she's lost another 2 kilos.
Trudy has always been a small chimp, but now the team think they found a way to treat her. Special protein drinks.
In order to build that weight back up, we don't want it to be just purely fat. We're going to be using products that have lots of protein in them. It's all right, Johnny's not going to take it. What's this? Good girl.
The new diet seems to be paying off. Specialist wildlife vet John Lewis, Mike, the park's vet, and Jeremy have all been carefully following Trudy's progress.
I think she looks healthier now than I've seen her for some time.
Well, that was my feeling when I heard Alison talking to you, and I thought, well, I don't feel she's as bad. I know what she means in terms of her size and her demeanour's good.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't write that off.
Her body shape, as you say, I mean, I think that we're all different shapes, and I think that's her.
Alison is optimistic about Trudy's future.
Really, I'm not too worried about it right now. I'm quite hopeful that she's going to survive this and get on with things in her own way. And once again, we've just got a specially unique case here of a chimpanzee at Monkey World. So I think Trudy's going to be okay, though.
At the orangutan nursery, Arme and the babies are settling in and thoroughly test driving their new home. Jolie starts by giving the hammocks a good workout. Arme thinks she may have found a leak, but it's the new state-of-the-art drinking system. Linga is still a bit nervous. And after just a few steps, it's back to the outside tunnel. But in the time it takes clever Arme to get to grips with the water fountain, she's back in via another entrance for a closer inspection. Of the treats rather than the furnishings. Jolie has a go at the high-tech drinking system, but finds it a bit trickier than her foster mum. Linga decides this new pad is okay. And begins to make herself at home. And Jolie finally manages a celebratory drink to christen the new nursery. Alison and the team are dedicated to the primates in their care. It's been another incredibly busy year, with new arrivals and the sad loss of others. But at least the lives of all the monkeys and apes have been enriched by their time at the park. But the team are all too aware of the many more primates around the world experiencing unnecessary misery and suffering. They can't rescue them all, but they try to do what they can. Next on Alison's list is Fidget, an elderly squirrel monkey kept as a solitary pet without any friends of his own species. His owner has appealed for help.
Fidget really must get professional attention because it's gotten that bad. The monkey's gotten really aggressive, he says, and has started self-mutilating. So Fidget's actually chewing on his tail now.
Alison is hoping to rehome him at Monkey World with other squirrel monkeys.
But yeah, his whole tail's a bit angry right now, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's not just the rescues that have earned the centre its global reputation. The park is part of the European Endangered Species Breeding Programme and the most successful centre in the world for breeding and caring for rare woolly monkeys. The latest is Paquita's baby, whose birth will help the survival of this very special species. And the arrival of Hsiao-Quai's second son means there's another glimmer of hope for a species on the brink of extinction.